3, today is playoffs. We have Mako versus the Horsemen. I am Alligatron. Today we are joined with BG and BMG, and rules change a little bit going into playoffs, and I want to touch on that before I give it off to BG and BMG. So, the way playoffs is going to work is, unlike the main series games, it is still going to be a best-of-5 scenario, but as soon as a team takes 3 maps, they immediately win. Now, there was a coin flip before the stream started to determine which team gets to pick first map, and the Horsemen won the coin flip, so they decided to pick Ilios. Map order is going to stay the same as it had between the entire season, so it will be going to Control, then I believe an Escort map, then a 2CP Assault map, and then finally with a Hybrid, is how I believe it went. I could be mistaken, but that is not really important right now.
Anyway, may I add that the loser of each map chooses next map?
Yes, and the loser of each map will be choosing the following map. So that is how playoffs is going to work. Going into next week, it will be a slightly different, where instead of a best-of-5, it is a best-of-7, but main playoff rules remain the same. So with that, I'm going to pass it off to BMG and BG.
Proved to be very strong during our regular season play. Mako coming in as last season's champions, and then of course Horsemen being new this season.
But the Horsemen is tied for first ranking spot in the league currently.
Next to Voltage, of course, mad.
I said tied.
Yeah. So both these teams are very good. I think this could go to a map 5, possibly. Both these teams are also EU, so we will be playing EU servers for this.
Oh no, I could see this going past the map 5 potentially.
Past the map 5.
Yes.
BMG, you know there's a maximum of 5 maps. That's why it's called best of 5.
But here's the thing, you can tie. You can tie on a couple maps.
Yeah.
Screw your logic. So we have Mako versus Horsemen. We're starting on Ilios, however you want to say it. Yeah, like I said, should be a good game.
That's the Lighthouse, so...
Yeah, Lighthouse.
And it looks like we're seeing a Rhine Diva out of Mako.
Lag is not picked yet, but OD is also running a Diva, so we could be seeing as well a Reinhardt.
And we're seeing a Reaper Mako out of Mako. This
turns out Lag does go Reinhardt for the tank. Then
one's
Yada
a very brawly comp, which is Mako's, and then Horseman's is just like a kind of brawly tank line, but not so much DPS.
Oh, and also may I add,
Well, while my co-commentator here has technical difficulties, it looks like Horsemen are going to be the first people to get on point. Oh, no.
And there it goes again. And there goes BG again. BG unfortunately having some Wi-Fi issues, but there is a massive brawl going here on play.
I thought that Diva was about to fall off map because of her new nerf. Oh, we do see the Junkrat fly off though.
Mako actually having a very strong presence. It looks like they lost a few people early on, but they immediately came back, and definitely a huge reversal of what we saw from them last week when they went against Horsemen. Like last week it looked like they were having some issues going against Horsemen, and I think they had looked back at what they did during that match and figured out what they possibly have been doing wrong and changed some things up, because it looks like they're a little bit more together right now.
Yeah, and they're definitely running a far more brawly grouped up comp.
But 2 picks do fall in favor of the Horsemen right now. And it looks like they are going to start rushing in, but Imlag gets frozen, is unable to get a picked off though. Coalesce is coming out from the side of the Horsemen, but picks continuing to fall into their favor, and it looks like Horsemen flipping this play over into their favor.
Yeah. That shadow just made it where they could easily push in, so...
Now, but we do see that Horsemen, they use a few ults.
Yeah, but they still have that Junkrat tire, and with Mako running such a compact composition where they're close together all the time, that could be detrimental to their play.
Coalescence and Self-Destruct going to come out from the side of Mako, as well as a sound barrier. Archangel going to take the pick onto I Am Lag. Diva Bomb coming in is going to catch nobody with Killer taking out Cursed Rubium on that Junkrat. Reptar coming in, going to catch 2 picks. That is going to keep this play in their favor with Junkrat taking out another pick onto Egan as well, and Horsemen continue to hold this point.
Yeah, and they're seeing a High Noon, Sound Barrier, and almost Coalescence. Horsemen really have an advantage going in this fight. But both DPS on Mako do have their ult.
And J-Scale's charged up that Deadeye in one team fight. That is incredibly fast.
That's incredibly fast, and that means he has incredibly good accuracy.
We see Egan up here on the high ground. Killer, though, going to take a pick onto Aaron, who is more grouped up in the team. Now, that's where Junkrat tends to excel. When you've got this grouped up raw composition, Junkrat can just lob these nades in and make massive picks.
Exactly. And with them playing Ryan and May, you know that they're always going to be grouped up together.
Charge going to take out Corey.
Here another tire coming into play.
And it's going to catch 2 tanks.
Exactly, like that's their problem going into this. I feel for Mako is they're trying to play close together, and this Junkrat's just going to be able to feed off of that composition.
Again, looking to get this flank with his teleport ability. The D.Va knows he's there, and it's going to force him off that point. Blizzard comes in, but just too late, as the point is going to be going over to the Horsemen.
Yeah, I mean, the problem Mako had there is they're running such a compact comp that Junkrat was just able to easily play with their team and get those tires and get that damage off quickly because how close they were. So
it's so hard for you to suddenly swap back into getting the speed of my talking, isn't it?
I have to host another game at 8 o'clock for another league, so yeah. You don't realize how busy my day is. 2 different games and 3 fucking commentaries, yeah.
But dive composition coming out of the Horsemen. Something you don't see too often, especially when the enemy team runs a Reaper and you know that they probably still are.
I am surprised that J-Skills is going off of that McCree though. Like, that comp was very solid for them that time.
Egan going to be taking out the pick on the I'm Lag, and not very surprising there, Reaper being one of the strongest counters for a Winston.
Yeah, I mean, with them running this Reaper, it's going to be really hard for them to pull off a dive, and we do see Leg switch off of Winston and go back to Reinhardt, so... And we see J-Skills come out on
up to the Soldier.
Soldier can be a very cheeky character if you know what you're doing. So...
Mako definitely looking like they're playing this slightly more passively, picking and choosing their targets very carefully and not wanting to push too far forward. So Corey, though, is going to be able to take 2 picks.
Yeah, we're seeing Corey hold up that shield way more than on the first round. Yeah.
And they also changed up their composition slightly. Instead of before they were running the D.Va and then switched over to the Zarya, now they're running double shield, so they always have that shield there, basically.
And instead of a Mei, they do have McCree now, which gives you that more barrier-breaking damage.
It also provides some support with a little bit more protection, because if you've got that flanker coming at them from behind, the McCree can easily stop them. Coalescence is going to come out from the side of Mako, with Cursed Rubium taking out I Am Lag, and now Mako pushing them back towards the spawn yet again. J-Skills going to take out E again, but they are going to remove the Soldier, not before losing both their DPS, though.
Corey does have the Shatter, and this could be a giant shatter. Oh, never mind. Corey is getting
Harmless
taken
going
out.
to take out Corey with Archangel taking out Killer Cam, but it looks like Horsemen capitalizing off the chaos that they caused with that rally, and are going to push straight onto this point. Egan going to be taken out by a massive barrage of damage, and at this point looking like it's going to flip over to Horsemen. Now, the incredible thing there is they really only used one ultimate for that push.
Yeah, they used Briggs. So.
But Mako, they do have a Death Blossom ready to come out,
And
and
Shatter.
So massive combo
And we
potential
just
here.
saw Leg Shattered get blocked. He got stunned out of it by McCree.
Killer going to be able to take out Ego, and J-Skill's taking out Curse Tribune with the Tactical Visor. And the Horsemen looking like they're going to continue to hold this point.
But they did have to invest a lot of ult just to do that.
Aaron is able to take out Killer Cam and get... But he already has his Deadeye, so with how many people that have already died, Killer Cam is just going to be walking back from spawn pretty unscathed, really.
Yes.
Egan still looking for his opportunity to use this Death Blossom. Can be a massive advantage if they can use this properly. Deadeye going to come out. Now the Death Blossom coming in. Coalescence going to be able to take out I Am Lag thanks to the aid of the Gravitic Flux. Corey taking out Harmless Potato. That takes out the break out of the equation. D.Va staying on this point, looking to try and keep it up and keep this point in their favor. With the Reinhardt slinging at her, it's going to be very hard for her to stay up. Killer is able to take out Knife Arrow, with J-Skills taking out Archangel. 2 picks in the favor of the Horsemen, and now they're pushing back with Odd taking out Tekra's Torb, and it looks like with 3 ults used by Mako, Horsemen going to keep this point in their possession.
That is very surprising. I really thought Mako had that fight for a while.
Deadeye coming out with a rally in order to keep people up, and it looks like ult's being used to lock out, but Lucio able to get onto the point courtesy of Cursed Rubium to force this into overtime. Earthshatter coming out from the side of, from both sides actually, but it looks like Horsemen going to be taking map 1.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Mako lost that. The one thing Mako's always been good about is like their team coordination, and just didn't seem like they were that coordinated that time.
Now, Mako does get a slight advantage going into the second map though, because they get to pick their map choice, meaning they can pick one that they prefer to play on over Ilios.
True, and Horseman did choose this map, so that could affect the outcome some.
Let's find out where Tekris would like to go, as Tekris is in charge of Mako currently. The next map will be a hybrid map, so I was wrong earlier. It's Control, Hybrid, Assault, Escort. So what's wrong?
Could have swore that Escort was always less.
So yeah, we will be going to a hybrid map. I knew it was some kind of escort map at least, so you have to give me that.
Personally, I think I know what map they're going to pick, because everyone picks this hybrid map, and
Kings
it's
Row?
going to probably be Kings Row, yeah. I'm not looking at my phone either.
No, neither. He hasn't even posted yet, but Kings Row is definitely a valid contention, but I also see a lot of people enjoy Eichenwald. You see a lot of different maps that people like, and given that it's up to the teams to decide.
Oh yeah, true. Eichenwald and I think the hybrid maps are like the best set of maps overall. Like there isn't really a bad hybrid map, so it's really interesting to see. Okay, fair enough. It's like I prefer Hollywood over Route 66.
And we are going to Kings Row.
That's not a surprise.
Not surprising in the slightest.
Literally best map in game.
It really is. And little bit of swaps in the roles. Tekra is going to be switching over to the DPS with Aaron switching over to the tank role.
So, I'm going to make a prediction here. We're going to see Pharmacy come out of Mako, because Tekker's on Pharah is so powerful. It is Mako's bread and butter. And the fact that they're putting Tekker's on DPS, I feel like we're seeing Pharah.
That's quite possible.
And Kings Row is a very powerful map for Pharah on the first 2 checkpoints.
No,
There's a lot of room to work around and a lot of flanks for those nasty barrages.
now what makes things difficult though is Horsemen did have a McCree, as well as a Widowmaker and a Soldier in that last map. So they have the Pharah counters. So it's gonna be very difficult, I think, if Mako tries to play the Pharmacy, because they're just gonna throw J skills onto the McCree or the Soldier, and it's done. On the other hand, the Pharmacy could work out in their favor because, say, the Horsemen, they don't anticipate for the Pharah, then suddenly Pharah comes out, and they get team wiped. Now they swap to the hit scan, and the Pharah is really evasive, and they get team wiped.
Well, I look at it this way. If Horseman is on defense first, which I don't know, wait, are they?
And both teams are ready to go, so let's go into it. I believe the Horsemen are defense. No, they're attacking first.
Okay. Well, when the Horsemen is defense, if they are not expecting the Pharmacy or Pharah at all, then that means they might not have a hit scan on defense. And that gives Mako the prime opportunity to completely team wipe them and get that first point really quickly.
It's definitely gonna. So what Mako has, in my opinion, what Mako is gonna have to do is they're gonna have to make a strong defense, try and prevent them from even capping the first point, let alone moving the payload to the last 3 checkpoints. And I think Mako can do it. We've seen what they are able to do, and they are coming into playoffs being our reigning champions, although this season has seemed like they haven't been doing as well recently.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Mako has seemed like they've been having a rough time ever since the Neptune game, which, best game of this season, personally, in my opinion, but ever since they went from being undefeated, they've just seemed like they've lost a little bit of that oomph that they had.
Yeah, they did join back, so we are good here. I'm so happy that I fixed that issue. Oh,
yeah,
man. But yeah, I mean, Mako, there have been some issues going on internally in the league with Mako, so I don't want to get into it, but I do have some theories of what's going on. But still, I'd say give it your all as you are in playoffs. And it looks like Mako is doing just that, running with these very powerful compositions.
Yeah, another really brawly comp with Techers on the Ashe. So,
and very strong hold position, holding on point rather than trying to hold the choke.
But we see the May get taken down by the Doomfist.
But Doomfist will be able to fall, thanks courtesy of Corey's Fire Strike, and it looks like Horsemen going to back out after that Doomfist fell.
Yeah, they lost to Moira but kept pushing, but right when their Doomfist fell, they had to start backing out. That's 2 people down.
Now, if I were Mako, after realizing that, something that I'm thinking of right now is it possible that Horseman's strategy is to rely on J-Skills and the chaos that he creates? Because as soon as J-Skills fell, the lag immediately pulled out.
Yeah, I mean...
As we see that immediately again right here.
Yeah, with Doomfist is one of 2 things. Doomfist is either going to be the thing harassing the healers in the backline, or he's going to be the person that seems like he's feeding to create chaos in the middle of the team. That way they focus him, and the rest of your team can move in. And right now what it looks like is they're trying to use J-Skills as that chaos creator, that way they can push up, and as soon as he falls, it pushes over. But we see him switch over to Hanzo now, so...
Now, Mako does have many ults online. Earthshed are going to come out. It caught 2 people, both Moira and the Zaryan. That took Moira out of coalescence. And 4 people going to fall in quick succession of each other. And that push is completely ended.
Yeah, I mean, that Shatter caught 3 people, 2 behind the wall, 1 in front of it. But the Mei, I didn't think was going to lower the wall in time, but surprisingly did. So.
And Mako really being smart with their ults right now. They use the Shatter, and Reinhardt's already 40% up to another Shatter. Curse Tribune, I believe, used the Nano in that, as they are very low on that charge for Nano boost. Bob going to come out from the side of Mako. That's going to create much disturbance, with I Am Lag falling very quickly, as well as a Harmless Potato. And now Mako holding this point very strong. But J-Skills is actually behind Mako right now.
I'm very curious to see this because he's nowhere near a high noon. Oh, no, I see. I see. J-Skills is trying to keep these healers in the back. Trying to make sure that...
will fall, but now Mako is aware that he's there as Egan comes out from behind in order to take out J-Skills. Earthshatter are going to come out on the point from the side of Mako with a Graviton Surge, going to catch Corey on that Reinhardt, but nobody else is going to be caught on that. Earthshatter going to come in, but it looks like it got stopped by something. However,
and we
Horsemen coming through and going to take out massive amounts of picks. And at this point, it looks like it's finally going to be capped by the Horsemen with less than a minute on their time bank in order to cap that.
I think that was solely because J-Skills kept Curse back in the spawn. And because Mako didn't have that healer there to keep him up.
Zenyatta is a decent healer in his own regard, but without that main healer, he's not able to output enough.
I mean, the main reason Zen can't output enough healing is because he's like Mercy, he's a solo target healer. He can't heal big groups of people at once, so...
It's a special skill in order to play as Zenyatta properly. And when you are able to, it's so powerful.
We see the High Noon come out, but Ed puts out that lovely wall blocking off line of sight. So.
Aaron taking a little nap during that encounter. Blizzard going to come in and is going to catch 3 people, almost all of which will fall, with Archangel taking out J-Skills and a nano-boosted Reinhardt attacking and just assaulting I Am Lag.
I love Nano Ryan.
I mean, what are you gonna do when a giant German man that's glowing blue is rushing at you, hammer swinging?
See, my favorite thing has always been running Ryan, Brig, Zarya, and Ana. Just bubble and triple armor pack Ryan.
Ash in the back with Bob dealing massive amounts of damage, with Tekra's Torb taking out 2 picks, make that 3 into his repertoire, and now we have less than 2 minutes for Horsemen to push this payload, and they have still yet to reach that second checkpoint. Mako actually holding up a very strong defense, really utilizing this choke right now.
Yeah, I mean, with this choke, it can be a very hard point to push past. But we are going to see them all go right and just completely skip over the choke.
Taking different routes. It's going to be very tough, but there was a nice rotation coming out of the side of Mako. They know exactly where Horsemen are, and they don't want to give them any ground. Earthshatter coming in, but it's going to be blocked. But Corey will fall, but Tekra's Torb and Egan both taking out picks. The Transcendence coming out from the side of Mako, keeping up his team and keeping this fight going. Reinhardt going to be pushing out with the Zarya being antied and using that personal bubble. She is going to fall, and now it looks like Mako going to continue holding this point with less than a minute for Horsemen to push this payload.
Yeah, I mean, Horsemen are sitting on a couple very nice ults, but I don't know if it'll be enough to get past Mako, because Mako is doing the one thing that they're god at, and that's sticking together. Being well coordinated and not overusing ult.
Graviton Surge coming out from the side of Mako, and a massive Graviton with Knife Baron taking out Aoraki. J-Skills though coming in with a Deadeye, going to take out Aaron with 5 picks falling in favor of Horsemen. This payload finally moving forward with going into overtime.
Run. That's all I'm saying is Nano Run wins every fight.
But there's a huge thing that's going to happen right now. If Mako are able to force them off that payload for even a second, this overtime is going to quickly tick down, especially the longer that this overtime comes in.
So many crowd control ults, such as Blizzard, Bob and Earth Shatter right now, it's going to be so easy.
And Blizzard is going to come out immediately onto that payload, going to catch a few people with an Earth Shatter, going to come in. From the tail falling with 2 others falling quickly in favor. Bob coming in, and that's going to end this fight and that round.
And Rip Mortar, who's on point. But
it's something that I say we see a lot, and it's called the ult spam. We've got ults,
I mean,
let's use them!
Yeah. I mean, at that point, Mako had, like, no worries to even spam. Like, even if they didn't spam, I mean, if they would have spammed them and not got all the kills, they had so many crowd control ults there that they would have still got them off point.
It's just like one of the most basic strategies that you use. We're in overtime. We've got 4 ults. Use them.
Let's spam them. Yeah. Let's throw the Blizzard and Shatter on point.
Somebody's gonna get caught. Somebody's gonna die. We're gonna win this fight.
Yeah. Especially when you have a Nano, a Blizzard, a Shatter, and a Bob. There's no way anyone's surviving.
It does look like Horsemen on their defense going to be running the Torbjorn. Something you don't normally see, but if you're not expecting it, can be very, very deadly.
Now, see, with Torbjorn, I have found that he is very powerful. In my current, because my main's taking out Reaper, I've been playing a lot of Torbjorn. Torbjorn can be very, very powerful, if played properly.
We are seeing the, I want to call this the triple shield composition, the Reinhardt, the Brigitte, and the Orisa. So, a little bit of a, like, I want to call this like the new GOATS composition. Because you've got so many tanky characters in this with some strong DPS. Tekras, though, taking out J-Skill's turret. They have already lost that extra damage, and Dynamite coming in, it doesn't look like it caught anybody with a Maywall. Going to block off some people and immediately get a nice possession onto this point. And a good point presence is exactly what Mako's needs with this Brawl composition. Trying to take out this Orisa. Again, though, going to fall to odds Orisa, but it looks like Horsemen actually not being pushed away. They're going to be the ones coming out with the picks here. With that turret taking out Corey, and this bunker composition going to hold for Horsemen right now.
Yeah, I mean, bunker is so powerful right now, especially since, like, Orisa just got that buff where she does more damage again, along with Reinhardt just being so massive.
Hey, Beachy's joined again.
Oh my goodness.
I was just starting to get used to the fast person.
Shut up.
You call me slow?
Yes, I am.
2 picks, though, in favor of the Horsemen coming out of this, and it looks like Horsemen going to be able to hold this point, but both the tanks being burned by that TNT, they are going to take some damage and give some ult charge to Tekras. Right now, though,
almost see Odd fall, like, Odd's very low on health.
I feel like Mako's saving grace going into this, to cap this point, is going to be using their ults. They have to use these effectively if they want to force Horsemen off this point.
I feel like it's going to be a lot of spam. That's all I can say.
Well,
Everyone push triangle.
The spam is a guarantee.
They have an Ashe coming up behind the Baptiste.
There's the Bob. Are we going to see a Nano on Bob?
Ooh, but 2 picks, make that 3 picks for the side of Mako, with Transcendence keeping this team up. Multicore going out of the point, but is the Torbjorn going to fall? He will, even though the point is covered in molten lava. It looks like Mako able to find those small holes in order to keep this point going to cap in, and with a nice team kill, they're almost guaranteed this point with no contention.
That was a huge molten core.
That was a huge molten core, but it caught nobody.
Oh,
I mean, they almost called Corey, but Corey was able to get out of it in time, luckily.
And now, Mako does have a pretty far way to push this payload, but they basically only have to get to that second checkpoint.
Not even that, though. Mako only used 2 ults in that fight.
Graviton Surge going to come in. Immortality Field as well, keeping everybody up. Egan going to be able to take out Killer with 3 picks. going in their favor. Corey will fall, but so will Harmless Potato, and it looks like only the Aretha in this turret is left to keep this fight going.
And as suspected, then again, they used 2 ults that fight. Like, they still have the 2 most powerful ults on their team.
Mako definitely changed and fixed some of the issues they were having in that first map. Despite quickly approaching that final checkpoint, that's all they need to get to in order to cap this map, and take it and put this into a 1-1. I am lag though, the only one with an ult on the side of the Horseman. He will be able to catch 2, it looks like, with Archangel falling. 2.5 minutes though, they can afford to lose 1 fight for a side of Mako. Take a sword will fall to Killer Gods. But Mako, as you keep saying, they have a lot of ults coming online right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're missing 2, but those 2 are almost there.
And
so this is going to be another press triangle to win moment.
They're going to have 6 ults online, basically, in this next fight, with Horsemen only having 2. All Mako has to do is just spam these ults, and they're going to take this fight.
Exactly. The trans cancels out that molten core, so...
Bob coming out from Pecker's Sword.
Molten core coming out onto the payload, but J-Skill's going to fall. I am lag going to be taking out again. Molten taking out 2, both Bob and Kerstrubi. I mean, it looks like Horsemen going to take this fight with the 2 ults that they had, with Mako using all of theirs, it looks like.
Besides... well, no, Shatter did get used, but... Nano Run gets it back in second.
Horsemen used all of their ults, even though they almost have Earth Shatter and High Noon back online.
Very tough position for Mako right now.
This is a very hard corner to go around, though.
Killer Gas coming from behind, probably going to High Noon from the back. And the up it's
Dada coming in is going to catch both the healers. Mako
tried putting
going
up
to be
that wall,
forced out of this fight.
Put it way too close to him.
Just the poorly placed wall is all that it takes sometimes.
Oh, and we see Corey get hit by a flashbang, and it looks like Corey's going to get picked off, so that means Mako has to wait even longer.
Stagger.
Yeah, they have to wait even longer just to get Corey back, because without Corey, they cannot push forward. But Mako does have 3 ults online, 3 very effective ults too.
30 seconds left. This is the final fight for Mako right now. They need to make something work, and they need to get to that payload fast. Mako able to reach the payload with Horsemen playing their rally. Bob going to come in. He's going to be stopped short, but it might be a good position as he's able to fire in. J-Skills though going to take out 2 picks with the help of Killer God.
Shatter comes up and oh,
huge
nice
Jedi coalescence going to take down 3 people.
Out, but legs hit first, which is what changed that entire fight.
And Horseman will take map number 2. I thought Mako was going to be able to take it. I was hoping for Mako to take it.
I really thought that was in Mako's advantage, but...
Wow.
Yeah, the big game changer there was whose shatter hit first. They both shattered, but fucking legs hit first, so that gave them the win on that final fight.
Now our next map will be an assault map. At least I had that one right.
Yeah, at least you had something right.
Shut up.
You know I hate you.
You know I hate you too.
I feel the love in this set.
Can you feel the love tonight?
You never put me in.
It's because I have Nicholas and Elo into Fenji and Shatter.
I'm better than Nick.
Now, Mako does get to pick again.
Ooh, are we switching sides since you put Honey and Fadaga her on blue? Alright.
Yeah, I always switch sides. What are you talking about?
You know how this works? Oh, wait, no, you never play in games either.
Look, I'm just the captain, man.
He
all I'm
provides
good
what is
for.
called emotional support.
I'm gonna carry us in CGL. Just saying.
Now, this could very well be the last map of this match if Horseman is able to take this. However, I do think Mako can bring this back, but they really need to take this map to stay in this.
I'm very
They have
curious
to.
on seeing what map this is, because a lot of assault maps are absolute garbage.
Horizon would be escort. Alright, Horizon. I'm stupid. Okay?
Who picked Horizon? Mako's just throwing by picking
I'd
Horizon.
pick Horizon.
Mako should automatically take the loss for picking Horizon.
So Jace kills and FOD. Oh, Jace kills actually coming out from Horizon.
Chase Skills was very good on McCree last map by winning 2 of the fights. First with their Deadeye, both times.
You missed it, but J Skills also kept their Ana in spawn.
Yes.
Just
And
trolling.
both teams are ready to go.
So
No.
that they would win.
Yeah. They used
He
a
kept the
flanking
supports
McCree
out of
to
the
force
fight.
the Ana back to spawn while Horseman was coming in for the fight.
That's what happens
Horseman.
when you don't have good Wi-Fi. You miss out on all the fun action.
Don't worry, you can go back to having bad Wi-Fi.
Alright, so we got 3 commentators here. This is possible that this is the last map, so I want to go around. Who do you think is going to win this map?
Horseman.
BMG?
Actually,
I don't know. I mean, it all depends on the comp that Mako brings out. And we are seeing the Pharah. I called this last map, but it's now coming out this map.
I think Killer Gas on Torb.
Yeah, I mean, Torb can be a counter for Pharah, but at the same time, it also won't be all the time. Like, Torb himself isn't a threat to Pharah, it's only the turret.
Yeah, of course.
So BMG, who do you think is going to win? Just
I'm voting for Mako because they are the,
I think
reigning
based on
champs,
this comp, it'll be
and
Mako. Mako.
I'm gonna hope for Mako, honestly.
I'm hoping for Mako to come back and do the reverse sweep.
Can we please?
Like,
That'll be
can we see a reverse? Well, we saw the Neptune game, so
That would be a huge playoff moment, honestly.
I wish the Neptune game was in the playoffs instead.
I know, the first map 5 of the season and the only map 5 of the season. Ooh, and Mako or Horseman actually running the Symmetra strategy, or not Horseman, Mako.
Yeah, Mako switching to the sim. Yeah, now you see what I went through last time I commentated. There's a reason why I skipped last week. I was embarrassed.
It's been a long day for me, okay? Horseman
telling
actually
me.
holding a very strong position right now. They are able to pin the Reinhardt, but Horseman fires back, but he will fall. Lag being taken out with Odd being able to take out Archangel, but is that a good enough trade for them? And it looks like it's going to be good enough. You've taken out that healer from Mako, and Mako being forced to only rely on this Brigitte. She can pop out a lot of healing, but it's very dependent on getting that brawl going.
And the brawl is going, but not well enough.
Horsemen will be able to take this. They lost to Archangel early on, so I think that fight was already lost for them.
I mean, I feel like they were just trying to get the fight to stall out long enough to where Archangel could get back into the fight.
We see Archangel and Curse switching off the different supports. Arc going to Ana and
And
Curse.
Thoron is switching over to Sigma, which we saw the Sigma come out of, was it Horsemen in the first map?
I think so.
Might be wrong. Don't
Well, make it. Put out the Sigma in Ilios.
Yeah. Okay.
That Torb turret really doing a lot for this Torbjorn on the side of Horseman. He's already got a Molten Core up, and he's just able to charge these up so fast.
See Farah coming from the back for Mako.
Yeah, and I mean,
Alright, they're going to fall with
Shadow
Corey
comes out.
falling shortly after, but so will I Am Lag, courtesy of Tekris Torb. And now they've Horsemen have lost that Reinhardt. They have to rely
out the Torb and Torb turret, so...
And Corey going to be resurrected, I think, within seconds of him going back to that spawn room.
But DPS are both down and they lose another healer. It looks like Mako is taking this fight. And as I said, Tekker's Torb is so strong on the Pharah. And we just saw proof of it.
I mean, we see Tekker's on this Pharah so often during the main season, and we know how big of a threat he is, so I think they were purposely waiting to pull out Tekker's Pharah until they absolutely needed it, because they know that if Horseman does try to counter this, then they're going to lose.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was, if they will pull it out on King's Row, I feel like they would have got that map. But I feel like the whole thing is, like, everyone knows that Tekker's can carry
Molten Core coming in and is going to be able to take out Aaron, as well as doing a lot of damage to the Mei. Corey also falling to the Molten Core, and the Torbjorn actually taking 3 picks before that fight even started.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Mako, the only reason why Tekker's wasn't on the Pharah is because they were trying to prove that they didn't need Tekker's on the Pharah to win.
I mean, if you need it or you don't need it. If you think you need it, then use it.
Yeah, I mean, some things are pride, though.
There's no shame in going for the win because you can.
Yeah, especially in playoffs. Steve.
Rocket Brush going to take out the Supercharger. Fod going to be able to take out Tekras, but again will take out I Am Lag with the Resurrect coming in, bringing Tekras back. Another Blizzard coming out, this time from the side of Horsemen.
Corey gets frozen. Shit, I can't speak. Corey's about to have Saturn online.
BG desperately trying to commentate.
Horsemen is doing everything they can to take this point back, and it looks like they will.
The Horsemen actually able to take this back.
And the amplification. No speaking English today.
We're all not literate right now today.
That's a big word for Al.
This is all the best commentary you'll get.
I even said it wrong too.
Yeah.
Beachy, by the way, I hope you lose tomorrow.
You're on our fucking team, retard.
I know, but I want to do fucking commentary with Sigs.
You are a horrible person. This is why you don't play.
Because he's going to do Reinhardt and I'm going to do Roadhog. You know?
Alright, fair point.
BMG, let me put it this way. He does not have to put you in at all during finals.
BMG, you can play the champion, or you can commentate the championship game. It's not like you're going to play that round anyway, so go ahead and commentate it.
Ooh, but Horseman actually taking multiple picks. If we're gonna see Mako D-Mech and kill the Diva, but that's 2-to-1 pick, and it looks like Mako just gonna be forced out completely, even with Lag taking a little nap.
Mako is just being pushed back so hard.
Mako's and Reinhardt actually being pinned and will be taken out by Odd, and it looks like Mako not getting any ground onto this point 2 on Horizon.
Okay, so I had hope for Mako winning this, but how it's looking, I feel the Horsemen are going to have this map.
I'm still holding out hope.
I mean, I'm hoping, but...
Will the reigning champs be defeated?
I mean, haven't they lost twice in a row?
They've lost 2 games so far.
I still feel like it's Neptune's fault why they lost.
Meanwhile, Horsemen and Voltage in the standings coming into playoffs are undefeated.
With 1 time each, right?
With 1 tie each, and that was from week 1 due to some things going on. Both Blizzards coming out, both of them looking to catch people, but only Horseman's Blizzard is able to catch people. And Corey will fall to the charge. Archangel will take out Fox with an anti-nade. Self-destruct coming in is going to be able to catch Archangel, but Bob will take out Farmer's Potato. Tech Visor coming out of the side.
What was that leg?
And it looks like Horsemen will come away with round 1.
Well, they're able to defend point 2, but Mako did take point A.
Yeah, that's true, but, I mean, getting point A seems kind of easy, I'd think. I don't know. I'm
I
dumb.
don't know. I've been hard held completely on point A before on Horizon.
I feel like what I'm trying to say is I feel like Horseman is going to take point A easy, but just like Mako, I think Mako will put up good defense for point B.
So when it comes to Horizon, I think point A is actually the most fair point, as both teams have pretty long spawns away from it.
Yeah.
So point A honestly could go either way. Point B, this is why I hate Horizon. Point B is so like defender friendly for point B. Very, very, very defender friendly. I mean, granted, most assault mats are, but I just think Horizon is the biggest, what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck, I can't think of it.
It's the biggest fuck. Let's go with that.
We are going to see a Junkrat coming out of the side of Mako Mill. Junkrat, very strong on Horizon, especially going to point A, as you have these huge choke and these very tight areas that Junkrat could just lob into. Horseman going to go with a Sombra Hammond composition. The Sombra definitely going to be
on the left side.
Sombra, I think, is actually a very interesting pick, because you see what Sombra is able to do. Able to cause a lot of disruption and chaos with that hack ability, and can kind of force people to do things that they don't want to do. Attackers, though, will take out the first pick onto the enemy Mercy. And it looks like Horsemen going to play this a little safe. They don't want to really push in onto that point now that they've lost their Mercy. Negan going to take out FOD. And that's going to really force Horsemen out of this fight again. I don't know, it looks like Mako is holding up a pretty strong defense right now, and I feel like I'm the only one talking.
Sorry, I'm doing business on my phone. Sorry.
Mako
I'm just
already...
illiterate.
We're all illiterate today.
To be fair, you really don't need other commentators.
I've done it alone enough!
All three of us.
We're just here for emotional support.
I've done this alone enough!
Like, I'm just here for the after-fight commentary. Like, you know.
Both teams taking out one tank, but we see Egan taking out Harmless Potato, and that's going to end this fight for Horsemen already. And Harmless had a nano boost, so they didn't have that chance to push this forward. I'm hearing a massive echo. Is that Beachy?
That's BG.
Is it?
Yes, yes it is.
What about now?
I think you're good now. Yeah, you're good now. Horsemen really trying to figure out their plan of approach here. They were trying the slight dive composition with the Genji, the Sombra, with Diva and Hamlet, but it doesn't look like it's working out too well for them with Mako running this brawl composition. Riptide are going to come out from the side of Mako, and it will be able to take out the Mercy. Dragonblade coming in will take out Egan, however. With both DPS out of the side of Mako. Mako increasingly coming into a very dangerous situation here. The DMAC, thanks to the boosters from Aaron. But a DMAC Aaron going to pop this self-destruct. Everyone avoids it from the side of Horseman. It looks like Killer going to take out multiple picks in his favor. And it looks like Mako might be able to bring this back. Corey taking out in the middle of its Earthshatter. Another DMAC onto Aaron with Egan coming back onto this point. 1 minute left for this cap, and it looks like Horsemen have all but taking control of this. Bob coming in, he's going to be antied and hacked out of that damage. Bob's still on that point, he's still able to contest. Hammond coming out of the side of Mako to keep this contest going. That strong movement speed. As well as the Baptiste going to come out from the side of Mako to keep immortality in this fight. 30 seconds left, and Horsemen have all but captured this point, but they have yet to take a tick. Mako really keeping in this stagger and keeping this contest going as long as they can. Corey is able to take out the Mercy, but it looks like Horsemen finally able to take this point.
Now, will we see the first tie?
Honestly, we see the EMP and the Dragon Blade and the Self-Destruct and the Nano Boost on the side of Horsemen with Mako having no ults. I think this is going to Horsemen.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that's going to save Mako is going to be the Immortality Field, and that's only going to be able to be used for one.
I could see a Hogan coming out with a huge Riptire, possibly.
I mean, he is spamming these nades right where Horseman is coming from, so...
Oh, it was.
Yep.
Row?
Honey Badger also flagged out of the game.
You could say I might have DDoSed them. Now they know how it feels.
All I'm gonna say is, bye-bye Diva Bomb?
Bye-bye Diva... Oh, yeah. Yeah, does ult reset now?
Yes, actually.
That's huge. That is huge for
But
Mako.
they still have an EMP Nano Blade.
No, you gotta believe in Mako, remember?
Listen, a Nano Blade deletes people.
I thought you believed in Mako.
I still believe in Mako and I still have faith in them, but Nano Blade deletes.
Nano Blade may delete, but
But Diva Bomb could have been useful to clean up one or two staggers.
All I'm gonna say is it's not
Lag
just Nano
does
Blade.
have a Earth Shadow coming online.
Shadow EMP Nano Blade. Jesus.
With a Mercy damage boost.
With him, oh my god. Yeah, this is going to Horseman. I'm sorry, Mako, you're done.
Mako, it was nice being last year's champions, I understand, but
You got clapped.
They could still go for third place though.
That is true.
And Odd has rejoined, so let's get back into this. 3.
Wait, he's not in the lobby though.
Yes, yes.
he will be once unpauses.
See?
Alright.
That's how it works when you're spectating, is once you see that there's 5 people, they're back in the lobby. Now, even though they did have that lag out, Horsemen do have plenty of time to push into this point.
Yeah, I mean, I want to root for Mako, but I don't see it.
EMP coming in is going to catch 2.
Comes out from
There's
the
the
Hogan.
blade.
And the Nano Blade deleting, like I said.
It's only going to catch 2.
But it may have caught 2, but that's basically all of Mako's team, and Mako losing that Roadhog, they've lost that contest, and now it looks like Mako trying to get to the point that Horsemen will walk away with the win in this match.
I'll just say Reinhardt was on point.
Congratulations to Horseman, moving on to the championship game.
Now, playoffs this season will only be 2 rounds, so Horsemen are going for championships right now, with Mako going into the 3rd place game. Now, tomorrow we do have the 2nd match of the 1st round of playoffs. That'll be Voltage versus the Seattle Senpais.
Which Voltage will, of course, win, as we all know.
I'm kind of hoping to see a map 5, although I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm not. I have more games to do tomorrow.
Anyway, we've got some very important business, and that is, I think you guys know.
Ooh.
Is it least valuable player of the game?
Yes, least valuable.
I vote Beachy because he lagged out twice during competition.
Shut your mouth. Honestly,
can we give Beachy the least valuable player award?
I wasn't here for most of the game, or for a map and a half, but either way, I kind of want to give it to Techers or E. Hogan from Mako.
I'm saying E. Hogan.
E. Hogan for Mako, I'm fine with that.
And then, for Horsemen, it has to be J Skills. Right? I'm not stupid that he is on that team, right? I'm not stupid. Am I stupid?
You're not stupid. J Skills was doing a lot.
J Skills was a horse.
All I'm gonna say is McCree.
You can say J Skills was a horse for the Horsemen.
No, J Skills is the men in Horsemen.
That's kind of disrespect, but I like it. That's how we treat our competitors. I've taught you well, BMG.
What the fuck do you mean you taught me well? I'm older than you, you dumb fuck.
Defenji taught you well.
No, Iwa taught me well.
Oh, is he the one?
How the heck do I sell this? Well, congrats to E again and J Skills, and congrats to Horsemen for moving on to round 2 of playoffs, going for the championship match.
Against
Mako, we will go see Mako play one more time as they go for 3rd place. So
winner of Voltage versus Seattle Senpais will play Horsemen.
we'll be playing Horsemen, and the loser will be playing Mako.
Yeah. So
let's see Mako v Voltage. Let's see it.
no, not again.
Oh my god, I want to see that again.
Anyway,
I'm putting it out there. The only reason we lost semifinals last year is because we didn't have Defenji.
I thought it was Elo. I thought that was your excuse. That's what you told me.
No, Elo was new this season. Well, anyway,
thank you guys for watching. And I hope to see you guys again tomorrow.
Yeah, you better be there. Everybody better watch that game.
Now, also, before I say anything, I do want to say, we will be having the podcast, I believe, today, after a scrim happens within OLOC, which I might try to watch.
Who is it?
I believe it is Seattle versus the Night Stalkers.
Shit, now I have to watch it, because Seattle's in it. Gotta get them VOD reviews in, you know?
Oh god.
Gotta scout out them players.
Well, anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys again tomorrow.
Alright.